Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Evolvepreneur Secret Show for entrepreneurs. I'm your host, Brian Silverthorne, and it's my mission to help entrepreneurs make a difference and to navigate the often challenging worlds of startup and growth or relaunch. And today we're going to dig deep with our guest and get you some great concepts and strategies to fast track your business. And our special guest today is Molly Montag. And Molly is a marketing, communication, solopreneur interested in the intersection of technology, communication, culture, and change. Sounds interesting to me. Welcome to the show, Molly.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. I really felt like this was just a great fit for me and where I'm at with my business and my personal journey to entrepreneurship. So, thank you so much for having me.
Hey, I'm happy to have you, and I'm anxious to learn from you. So, why don't we start out by you let the listeners know where you're hanging out today?
Sure. So, I am in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. This is actually my hometown. And it is, yeah, a very still sunny and kind of hot day here in Louisiana for
Yeah,
this time of year.
yeah. For this time of year, there's sunny and hot and humid days are not uncommon in Louisiana, at least
That's
from my
right.
experience. So good. So what inspired you to get into this particular business?
So, a lot of inspiration, coming up to this point was actually drawn from my career and the experiences that I had before I decided to kind of launch off on my own. So, all the way through my education, I'm an LSU grad, studied marketing, and kind of took off from there more into the world of all things marketing and communications, but working alongside leaders in different industries and different departments such as human resources and information technology, and those were kind of my primary actually places that I actually did a lot of learning from the communication side in both the advertising world and the corporate world. So a lot of this journey, or that journey kind of led me here where I continue to provide marketing and communication services for a variety of clients in a lot of different ways. But they all kind of, in a way, connect back to this concept of what I like to say the future of work. So it's definitely something that, again, kind of working alongside HR experts in the corporate world really started to kind of open my eyes to the fact that the world is constantly changing, and that includes the workplace. And so now it's a interesting parallel, although I'm off on my own, and but still partnering up with other freelancers and solopreneurs to do really great work for these people and these clients that I get the opportunity to work with. But yeah, they all kind of relate back again to how we use technology, how we talk to each other and build communities and do it in a way that now, has changed ever since COVID and has changed for a lot of people just in general since now we're in the future.
Yep, that's for sure. It's changed drastically here in the last couple of years. That's a given. So when you got started, what was your biggest challenge?
My biggest challenge, honestly, it's funny, but I think it's everybody's biggest challenge is just getting started. Kind of building that confidence, finding that rhythm, understanding, how to take on, the work and also again kind of balance really kind of doing this work for the first time by yourself with new processes and with a new kind of vision and mission in mind because it's your own, and just being able to adapt to kind of learn as you go. That's something that I do pride myself on. I feel like that's kind of a constant for me that I'm able to just kind of lean into that and just be a constant learner. But I think the challenge there is really just again wanting to learn but stay focused and stay kind of true to your mission and your vision of what you want to accomplish and why.
Got it. So you mentioned focus, mission, and vision. So what's your current focus, and let's say what's the vision for your business, maybe 3 years down the road?
Yeah. So my current focus is to continue to find others, even though I market myself as a solopreneur and I am. So I'm pretty much kind of I've been called a Swiss Army knife before, and I really love that. I think that a lot of marketers out there could really relate to that. We wear many different hats. We've got many tools in our toolkit that we can use from in order to craft a message or create an advertising campaign or build a website, just to name a few. But I think that my focus is really being able to use my strengths to do work that produces the most value for my clients, and then be able to partner up with other people that I know that I could bring on, that have their own specialties and their own strengths, and really kind of partner up as a team to deliver even better services and better products and deliverables to my clients. So that's my focus right now, and I've been able to see that evolution start to happen. It's very exciting. It's also very scary, I'll be honest, because it's something I've never done before. But I've been so fortunate to meet some and work with some really great partners and people that are accomplishing kind of that speaks to kind of my vision, which is to continue to possibly scale my services and again, kind of maintain that balance, which is, part of the reason I think a lot of people find entrepreneurship so exciting. You can kind of call the shots, and at the same time, you have to have all that, ownership and responsibility of having that response, that ability to do that. But it's also it's very exciting. And my vision continues to kind of be that and operate in a way that, I feel like I'm producing really high quality results.
Good, good. So to achieve your vision, working with all the other solopreneur or other partners that you have to provide good results for your clients, do you have a plan to get there? And are there any roadblocks that you need to get around or through that plan will take care of?
Yeah, so I sat down probably a few months ago and really reflected on just that. What's the plan? Where are the particular areas that I could really look to first? There's again kind of in marketing and communications overall, and again now kind of working with a variety of clients in all different industries. It's easy to be able to lose that focus. But so I really sat down and I said, okay, where are the entry points? What are the things that I know from an operating side and a people side and the technology that I've been, demoing and using and kind of adding again as part of my toolkit? Where can all of those things, where do they meet, and where can I, take that kind of next first step? And so I really sat down and said, okay, if there were certain things that I'm looking for a partner in, what would it be and why? And could it be accomplished, and how would it be accomplished? And so that's when I really started to partner up with people that I either had in my network that had specialty or, really knew from their previous work, either working alongside them or kind of watching them from afar build their own portfolio, saying, hey, can we team up? And can you offer, specific graphic design services, for example, or can you offer specific video production services, for example? And then my role really becomes more of this kind of liaison and this overseer and this kind of quality control and also project manager, change manager, and working again alongside these digital platforms that I've gotten very accustomed to, which is great. So that's one of my strategies was really honestly to start building my business from the ground up with the people and the technology. It's been kind of my mission all along. It's been my career all along that I've been very fortunate to be at that intersection of people and technology. Um, Not from my own business, but within a business. And so now, but that was the same principle I was going to apply to my own. And I feel like I've done that. I mean, in any given day, I'm working within 10 or more different digital platforms and technologies to accomplish the work. And then there's the people side that I've been able, again, to fortunately use, either social media or, my network, um, to really kind of pull it all together, if you will.
Yeah, sure. That's great. So, uh, uh, when you say you work with clients in multiple different industries, so who's your ideal client and how do they find you? And we've got a couple of minutes left here.
Sure. Oh, my ideal client is just one that really wants to kind of grow alongside with me. The clients that I'm really enjoying right now are ones that, have such a high level of expertise in their field or in their domain, in a lot of ways. But at the same time, they're either wanting to change something or they're wanting to grow something as well. I find that has been probably some of the more exciting projects that I've been able to work on. So, for example, kind of a rebranding that I was able to do for a nonprofit health organization, earlier this year really kind of highlighted for me the fact that, like, I can come in and I can really help people make a positive change, help them communicate it, help them market it out to the masses. And at the end of it, kind of help them see, did we achieve the results that we set out to in the beginning, and why? And how is this going to continue past that? So, my ideal client is just really one that, again, is kind of looking to make a positive change, really wants somebody who can, go on the journey with them in a way, and, allow me to, kind of work with words, because I am at the heart of it all a writer. That's how I identify myself. Um, so yeah, but anybody who's just ready to kind of take a leap into a new area, I think that
Oh,
that's the client for me.
good. So how do they find you?
They can find me on LinkedIn would be first. So I am definitely a user of LinkedIn and love connecting with people on there. And also my website is mollymontag.com. You can find me also on other social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook. But feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. That I will be so happy to do that.
Great. Well, we'll use that as the closing to this. So that's a wrap on another great guest podcast of the Evolvepreneur Secret Show for entrepreneurs. And just before you leave, if you liked it, please give us a 5-star review and maybe share it with a few friends. And if you want to make sure you can catch up on some past episodes and be upfront with all the new ones, go to evolvepreneursecrets.show. And if you're an entrepreneur and you got a great idea, let's get it out there today. Thanks for listening.